Yo, it's Bader. Good morning. I've got my, look how dangerous this is. Cup of tea over baseball cards. Man, that's a bad idea. But I'm going to show my 1954 top set. I don't have many complete sets. So far, I'm done with my, before 1970, I'm finished with my 69 and my 54. I'm getting awfully close on some other sets as well. But this is the one I wanted to target first when building sets. And the reason why is it's not as big of a set. There's only 250 cards in this set, so it's not a monster like some of the later years are. And it's an absolutely gorgeous set. My favorite, personally, sets are, I love the 56 aesthetically. From the way they look, they're my favorite cards for sure. These are probably a close second. But the only downside with the 56 set is there's not as many key cards. There's no really big rookies. So there's not, there's no single cards in there that are as big of a deal. This set, of course, has the big rookies, and you know which ones they are. But I'll go through this and show. I have things like this. This is what I did with my sets. Is some of these big cards. This is a photocopy. It's just a piece of paper. So I copied my Williams. Oh boy, that looks a lot better. So I did that and I just stuck it in there as a placeholder. So I'm flipping through this. I go, yes, I have this card. What I would like to do is I would like to take these cards, something like this. Man, isn't that cool? I'd like to take this card, have a high resolution copy where it's shrunk down so you can see it in the case and everything, and put it in there. I'm going to do that at some point, but I'm just so busy. That's not going to happen. But with the 54 Topps, it starts out with kind of with a bang. If you look at this whole page, these are all at the time pretty much star players, except for maybe Bobby Young, but Gus O'Neil is a 40 home run man. Monty Irvin, fantastic player. Hank Sauer. Ed Lopat was awesome for the Yankees. Batting champion Pete Runnels. Ted Kluszewski. That's a heck of a page to start out with. Harvey Haddix was great early in his career. You got Preacher Rowe, Billy Martin, Al Rosen. Those are all star players. So you don't go through generally just pages and pages of at the time what we could consider commons. And I think it's just because it's a small set. Got the Phil Rizzuto. Warren Spahn, I got that. My wife got that for me. That one sticks out. And some people, Luke Easter could have been a all-time home run great possibly if he didn't have some difficulties getting in the league earlier and dealing with injuries. Harvey Kuhn rookie. Duke Snider. This is one that I think that's a gorgeous looking card, the Duke Snider. I would like to upgrade that. I've got a little bit of a crease in that one, but that's an awesome card. And you know what I did is I actually failed to do this. I went through there's a blank spot here, and this is actually, I did do this wrong. This is a card, I'm gonna leave it in the piece, but this was the last card that I needed to complete the set. And I was pretty darn happy with that copy. I got it at a local card show. I think the guy did me good on it, but that's a beautiful card. Out of all the cards from this set, from as a childhood till now, this is the one that I think has increased in value the most, and it makes sense, just the history and everything. Skip forward. So we got the Eddie Matthews. So that means I've got it in a case here. I think Eddie Matthews is very underappreciated, but I just love the double image cards. I think they look fantastic. I feel like the amount of effort that was put into these cards early on was just, you could tell they were competing. They were trying to win. Here we got a couple of one of my favorite pitchers, Hoyt Wilhelm and Whitey Ford. So here we on a page. I did a video of the top 12 lowest ERA pitchers since 1944, and what we got is we got number 2 and number 3 on the list for a career ERA. I believe that was number 3, right on the same page. Early Gilliam card there. Richie Ashburn's the home run on this, or the Hall of Famer on this page. Dick Groat, maybe not Hall of Famer, but pretty borderline. This card was, I think, the second to last card that I needed to complete the set. Yeah, he'll always stick out as like, just a pain in the ass to get. We got the Yogi Berra. It's a beautiful card. We got Vic Power rookie card. So a lot of these are great. Early Hank Thompson. He's kind of a sad story about him and his struggles with alcoholism. Got a really nice Larry Doby. A lot of these cards that I've got in here, the grades range from, there's some cards that are poor. Some of them might be as high as excellent mint. But the Larry Doby, I don't know if that looks pretty good on camera. That's a really, really clean card. That's almost like, I probably should send that off to get graded. And I don't go through this very often. The back is sharp. Ray Boone from the Boone family. Jackie Jensen. I just love the way the colors pop. Oh, here's one. Look at this guy, Dave Hoskins. This will need to be a replacement. That was probably one of those throw-in placeholders for me. I just haven't dug in to get a replacement yet. And there's a couple cards you can't see here through the crease. Pretty bad snowing on that card. But if they're not a main star, if they're not a main person that you're looking for, it's not so bad. Just like you want the space, filled. So here we got, this is a big page, isn't it? We got Willie Mays. We got Ernie Banks. And here's the Willie Mays. It took me a long time to find a Willie Mays that I liked because I wanted something that was going to look, really presentable and nice. But I didn't want to spend the nice money. I think none of us do, really. And then even the bigger card, the Ernie Banks. And this one I am very, very happy with. So that is very clean. Corners are pretty good. Centering is a little high, as most of them are. But it's a 3, and if it had showed as a 4, I wouldn't have disagreed. But I feel like I got a very good deal on this because of that grade. Got a little bit of chipping on the back. Very nice card. Love it. Got a Gil Hodges, Jim Lemon rookie. He had some decent power for quite a while. Here, this one's neat. It's got like postage kind of stamps. Looks like somebody would stamp like a travel pass or something, and we've got these neat marks on there. All right, and the next one here, you can see down the back, the corner, this one, and this was a very special card for me. I took my son, went to Nationals in 2022, and that expo was fantastic. I think everybody left there and got COVID, but I was targeting this card specifically. This is what I needed to finish my Hank Aaron run. It was always very, very high on my list of cards that I'd always wanted. And when we're down there, we were able to see, it's just shadow. We were able to see the 9.5 Mickey Mantle, 52 Topps card. We saw a lot of amazing cards down there. If anybody hasn't been to the Nationals, I highly recommend it. It's the only one that I've been to, and it will be a great memory for years to come. Tom Lasorda, picked up that rookie locally. I think I overpaid, but it was here. I think I have a tendency to overpay when it's right in front of me, as opposed to just buying one online. This will be needing to replace that card. We got a Wally Moon rookie, the Unibrower. Look at that thing, just goes right across. That's awesome, just awesome. Got some more. And some of these pages there are a bit more comments, but they really front load. Got Johnny Padres. They front load with a lot of stars. And on the back, there's actually a lot more rookies and newer players on the second half of the set. Rick Holmes, Hall of Famer. Tiny Manouche. I have a really nice copy of one of those. I'm a, well, I say this every time, fan of the Senators and Hall of Famers. So it's fun when you can get a really, really nice card where it's not too expensive, because people don't appreciate them as much as you do. But I didn't put that one in the binder. All right, and here we come to one of the biggest rookies at the top there. That's the Al Klein. Got some really nice coloring here. There's a little touch right here. That's a really cool card. That was always high on my list too. Not as high as the Aaron, but it was pretty darn high. Cool card. And I never thought Al Klein was as big as a fan favorite as the Ernie Banks, but I was looking through old magazines and stuff, and usually the Al Klein was about the same price or more, which kind of surprised me. But I think with being a higher series number, it just carried a little bit more of a premium, maybe just a little bit less. I never did a pop, like look at pop and see what the quantity differences are. I might do that, but boy, I've been busy with work. Got a lot of different. We got a Bill Skowron there. It's a rookie card. Roy Sievers is notable for me, but not many others. Then we get to the last page here, and we've got the Ted Williams. And I love the color on the Ted Williams. It's really cool how they bookended that. He was such a big deal there. Very cool card. We've got some nicks and damages on the back there. Drops it down to the 3, but man, it's a beautiful card. This is in my display case. So that's my 54 Topps set. I'm going to take the big cards and just lay them out real quick. But these are the cards. These are the boogers that make the set difficult. The rookie cards, the big 3. There they are, side by side. Willie Mays, of course. Eddie Matthews is not one of the big ones that you need, but there are 8 graded cards that I have here, so this will even it out anyway. I'd say the Yogi Berra is another one of the big ones, but there they are. That's my complete 54 set. Thanks so much for watching. If you have a favorite card, leave a comment. Leave a comment. Of course, this is the big guy, but if I just looking at the card visually, I think my favorite card is the from the looks is the Ted Williams. All right, Bader out.